Halo, kembali lagi di channel gue di Oki dan gue Alfian. gimana pada kabarnya, sehat semuanya? Terus mau kebanyakan semua semuanya. Juga selalu ada kabar untuk sekarang ini. Itu first kali kita membahas sesuatu yang berhubungan ke animasi. Kalau dari Noah, kita yang oke, ada beberapa berita di sini di laporan ini. Thank you for supporting Tanpa and sharing out the mental perspective. Special television. Ini tanggal 25. Oh, ini udah lama ya. Dari ini banget bro, yang diupdate. Jadi udah kita langsung ke section ya. Jadi sampai di besar. Besar kita
Authorization successful.
jangan lupa bro yang mau dukung channel gue tetap bisa donasi di link yang ada di kolom deskripsi. Ya masih awal-awal ya bro, gue masih noob banget lah tentang per YouTubean dan game kayak gini. Gue iseng aja, yang penting have fun dapet lah. Semoga kita selalu sehat ya bro. Oke, lanjut ke 100%. Oke, let's go. Musik yang gue Oke, lagi hampir bisa dikon lagi bro. Masukin lagi.
Rubilia has awakened. Rubilia? Is she still well? It's hard to explain briefly, but she is still under the influence of the gray space entity. She told us that a type of gray space entity called the Hive Mother is watching Inners closely. Perhaps the gray space entities that are active in Inners are related to this.
Is the Hive Mother the chief of the gray space entities?
We don't have more accurate information on this for the time being. Fiona, maybe you've also noticed it was no accident that Inners had lost contact with Meroria this time.
Avoiding the well-defended Meroria and Inners, the gray space entities intentionally attacked our weak spot to efficiently cut off the connection between the two cities and prevent them from supporting each other.
Perhaps this situation is what the Hive Mother wants. After all, Inners would become an isolated island after its requests for reinforcements from Meroria were cut off. Other than the Hive Mother, there's one more thing you need to be wary of, Fiona. When we investigated Outpost 10, we discovered a parasitic type of gray space entity. We're calling them disguisers for now. Disguisers have the ability to parasitize humans, making its host a puppet under control. And it's difficult for us to identify hosts with our current technology. They look the same as ordinary people.
That means everyone in Inners could be the eyes and ears of the gray space entities.
I'll keep my guard up against all personnel of Inners. Even you.
You truly haven't changed. I understand. This intel confirms some of my previous suspicions. According to the feedback from the Mook Squad, there have been changes in the behavioral patterns of some gray space entities. Their operations have become more purposeful, and they seem to be deliberately misleading us.
Are those creatures misleading us to disguise their true motives?
I arranged for the Mook squad to go to the tunnel as reinforcements this time because...
Madam Fiona, Madam Lin, I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation. There's an emergency. Ms. Shiro sent a reply a few minutes ago, saying that her hydrological detection device captured abnormal information again. But the communication between Inners and Ms. Shiro was soon interrupted. We also noticed that the signals of gray space entities are getting stronger in her vicinity.
Leave this to me.
Please go to Shiro and provide support. Wanling, urge Glenn to decipher this abnormal information. It may help us understand the patterns that dictate the activity of gray space entities. Improve the security level of the nearby waters and remind the residents not to approach dangerous areas. I'll leave this to you, Roy.
Understood.
Kamu dari sini. Apa tuh? Itu baru dulu. Guru. Dibawa dulu gitu. Kemudian master atau kita kurang mungkin tahu.
Miss Lin, Inners might be inhabited by those parasitic gray space entities as well. Would Archon Fiona be in danger if we all go to support Miss Shiro?
Don't worry. She's not as easy to get along with as she looks. Let's focus on reinforcing the Mook Squad first. Looks like the gray space entities hiding in Inners haven't done too much yet. That could just be the calm before the storm, though.
Hopefully we won't be too late to help.
We're getting close now. Be on your guard.
There's an abnormally strong spatial fluctuation ahead.
This is... The darkness here is just like what was discovered before. Looks like we're at the right place.
You are...
Hi everyone! We're messengers from Domain 9. I'm Lon, and he is Conroe.
Domain 9? What's that? Was there such a place on Ida? My database has no relevant information.
Ms. Shiro, maybe you know something?
Oh, then you are aliens.
Where are we?
Vera is under the jurisdiction of Hycrosis District 7, the Domain 9 you mentioned.
We're from an area where time and space are sealed off. The outside world can't verify our existence due to the time-space barrier. We followed the abyss current opened by the darkness here and met your group. But it looks like this place is also plagued by darkness.
The darkness? Are you referring to this group of gray space entities?
Gray space entities. Sounds like a tongue twister. Those guys are a lot of trouble for us, too.
Why are the gray space entities going to the closed-off Domain 9?
How should I address you, miss?
I'm Lynn.
Miss Lynn, we've come to convey important information about this. But this place seems to be...
Please, wait. Executor, Miss Shirley, please follow me.
Miss Lynn, are you worried about the two visitors from Domain 9?
Our understanding of Domain 9 is limited to Ms. Land's brief introduction just now. This alone isn't enough to make a decision. But it seems like they have a lot of information that we don't know, which might be related to the gray space entities on the island. We'll return to Inners first. During this time, I hope you can also investigate the waters around Inners. The number of gray space entities we just witnessed far exceeds my expectations. Where do they come from? We still have no clue about this.
Maybe gray space entities are constantly entering Inners from another spatial rift around here.
That's entirely possible. Either way, we must not ignore these potential risks.
Leave this to Shirley and me.
Yeah.
Let's go now so we don't waste any time. Conroe, what about you?
Although the abyss current has calmed down,
The darkness may still be attracted. I'll deal with it here.
Mr. Icarus, please help Mr. Conroe deal with the trouble here. Contact us at any time if anything unusual happens.
Understood.
Wow.
Domain 9. Shirley, have you heard of that?
Gimana ya? Gak bisa translate ya? Ini. Gimana ya?
I haven't. The heirs of Ida don't have any records of it either.
It seems like gray space entities have wreaked havoc on their homeland too.
Like Vera, we have a common goal then.
Yes. Hopefully we can resolve this smoothly.
Boleh.
This is strange. I can't detect what's going on inside the cave at all.
Is it possible that the signals in this area have been affected? I think Miss Lin mentioned that the Marsoid ore at the bottom of the sea can interfere with signal transmission.
Then those patrol droids were definitely responsible for detecting abnormalities in the signal dead zone.
Let's go and take a look inside these caves.
This is a lair built by Hatchers.
What a headache. Inner seems to be in a more dangerous situation than I thought.
Maybe it's the same in other caves. This must be one of the places which the gray space entities come from.
This group of gray space entities is hiding in a blind spot where their signals can't be detected. Is it a coincidence? Or did someone instruct them to do this? Not only that, the patrol droids nearby haven't sent any warnings to Inners either. Or they may have, but the warnings were cut off by the interference, just like the detection signals.
You mean that there are disguisers and Inners participating in the conspiracy?
We need more clues before we can reach a conclusion.
Yes. We'd better do some research first. Go to Miss Wan Ling to learn more detailed information about these patrol droids first. What should we do with these gray space eggs? Destroy them now?
Unclear exactly how many gray space entities are hidden here right now. It's best not to do anything rash.
Then let's go back to Inners for now.
Miss Wanling, we found traces of gray space entity activity in the waters around Inners.
The nearby waters? Perhaps you've discovered a blind spot in our daily inspections. Could you please provide the detailed location data?
The lair of the gray space entities is inside the Marzoid ore cave in the waters around Inners.
Isn't that under the patrol droid's supervision? We never received any relevant feedback.
Because of this, we want to confirm the specific patrol and defense details of Inners.
I'll check the relevant records.
Don't leak this confidential information to unrelated persons. I've got it, and we'll look into it right away.
Madam Fiona told me earlier that I must fully cooperate with both of you. I'll tell you everything you want to know.
Since this is Madam Fiona's order, I'll fully cooperate.
Mr. Lucius, a captain of the security force, is in charge of deploying patrol forces in the waters around Inners.
In addition to performing routine inspections of the waters around Inners, the patrol droids will repeatedly survey some key areas based on the feedback from the Mook squad. Lucius adjusts the patrol droid's inspection route every week according to the Mook squad's findings. Only he, myself, and Madame Fiona know the specific arrangements.
However, he's been on sick leave for the past 2 weeks, so Roy and I have taken the duty of arranging the routes. We completed the handover not long ago. Madam Fiona, we've lost contact with Mook Squad.
Where did things go wrong?
I understand. Thank you.
How do gray space entities avoid the patrols of droids and the Mook squad?
We'll go ask Icarus and the others.
Mr. Icarus, we want to learn more about the Mook squad patrol plan. Can you explain it to us?
Yes, and we can discuss other relevant developments. Our patrol plan usually focuses on searching the areas where gray space entities are active based on their signals, unless Archon Fiona has other things in mind. The activity of gray space entities is usually illogical. We can only expand the scope of our investigation as much as possible and try not to miss any suspicious locations. Shiro will focus on areas where she hasn't set up any detectors. She usually acts independently. But Annie has made some unexpected discoveries recently.
It's like this. I wasn't able to catch many gray space entities in the few days that the captain was away. They seem to be hiding from me. Ugh. I keep coming away empty-handed. I'm so angry.
Are the gray space entities avoiding Annie? Melania, what do you think?
When I was patrolling with Miss Annie, it was really, yes, a strange phenomenon. It's like they were trying to lure me away on purpose, and they all scattered when I was about to catch up to them. Ugh, they better hope I don't get my hands on them. Melania proposed that we should launch separate attacks, so we gave it a try. But I don't know if the result of this experiment means anything. Well, when I patrolled alone, the gray space entities seemed to have lost the target they were focusing on. Come on, am I really the one?
Yeah. We heard Archon Fiona say something about how gray space entity behavior has been more purposeful recently.
Is there something special about Annie that the gray space entities have noticed? Or is it... Annie, do you remember who performed the modifications on you when we came to Inars?
I think that's a technician from the security force. What's her name again? It's Nara. What's up?
You mean when...
it have something to do with Annie's previous upgrades?
So what?
Annie seemed to have gained many new capabilities after that upgrade, allowing her to receive gray space entity signals more accurately. Is it possible that the gray space entities are using this against us?
Does it have positioning features or something?
That's possible. But Miss Nara didn't mention this when she explained things to us. Did she just forget? Or is there another reason? We'll need to ask her about the specific details.
Yes, we'll get to the bottom of this.
Hmm. Selamat siang. Bagus tuh ya.
Oh. Director Glenn just left, and now we have 2 fresh faces. Let me... I'm so tired.
Work has been so busy.
I see. This technical work is tough on the mind. One word from Director Glenn, and I have to work overtime for several days.
Director Glenn? Shouldn't it be Mr. Lucius?
That talented tech department head came here to oversee the work. Didn't he just come up with a way to improve the patrol droids? Now he has a bunch of new ideas for our information receiving system. It's easy for him to give the order. We have to work overtime for many days. What's the matter? I don't have much free time because he's about to verify the functions personally.
I heard you were responsible for tuning and upgrading Annie from the Mook Squad?
Mook Squad? Oh, I was the one who handled that. That girl is quite interesting. That combat chip that she equipped is amazing. It's probably some of my best work. Seriously, it's so cool.
Sorry for interrupting you. You also gave her a positioning feature, right?
Was there such a thing? I'm not too sure then. We just improved and upgraded the systems according to Director Glenn's instructions. Maybe my clearance level is too low to know that she was given GPS features. Yes, that must be it. What? Is there something wrong with this function now? Jeez. The more troublesome the integration function, the easier it is for something to go wrong. If only I knew.
No. Everything is fine. We're just making sure.
So long as there's no problems.
Can we check the location information of the Mook Squad from here?
I'm afraid that won't work. You see, I don't know anything about it.
This must be classified information that only those designated by Archon Fiona can see.
Can you tell me about the improvements made to the patrol droids in more detail?
I can't disclose the specific technical details. In short, with the strict quality control of our talented head, you don't have to worry about these patrol droids.
Oh, well, Archon Fiona is planning on testing the performances of a random batch of patrol droids.
Huh? Is this an urgent request from Archon Fiona? Then I'll deal with this first and send the report later. That should be all for now, right? I'll get busy then.
We found many clues, but we don't seem to have enough to identify a specific candidate.
Let's share what we have with Archon Fiona first.